Most would say I think too much. Most would say I think too much. Maybe I love hard too, but it kills me when a person dies. He is either buried or burned or whatever the part of the physical form, and it decays in the decaying matter. The plant grows is washed away by the river of life. Back to me, that's something. Maybe I love R2. Mo, say I think too much. Mo, say I think too much. Say I think too much. Mo, say I think too much. Maybe I love R2. But it kills me when a person dies. He is either buried or burned or whatever the physical form, and it decays in the decaying matter. Mo, say I think too much. Maybe I love R2, but it kills me when a person dies. He is either buried or burned or whatever the physical form, and it decays in the decaying matter. The plant grows is washed away by the river of life. Say I think too much. Maybe I love R2, but it kills me when a person dies. He is either buried or burned or whatever the physical form, and it decays in the decaying matter. The plant grows is washed away by the river of life. Bacteria, vessel, nitrogen, forming due to the decaying of the burned up and smoke and dispersed into the air, dissolve into the other words, go back and get manifested to the earth. Another form, and this is for conserving energy of the system remains constant in its direct proportional to the mass made by my brethren Einstein. Most celebrated equation equals MC2. So energy in the universe has to remain constant. You know that this energy can never be created nor be destroyed. It can only manifest itself in various forms. Two new beings are born, or three or four, or any numbers in some of these atoms are incorporated by building up one being. When the mother, the child takes fruits and vegetables from the plant grown from the very grounds and the atoms used in the cellular level. Another mother drinks from the water filtered coming all the way through the sea for the coming all the way from the river carrying minuscule parts and leaf for the rotosoil for the carrying a certain numbers of the atoms in the buried man like his soul, and similar hypothetical realities and take place. Maybe another breeze in the air, they're coming from the ether, carrying the atoms of the dead, being in the various babies that are born. You come for the question, which are atoms contain similar frequencies, or how many of them, which can complement. We all know the three exists in a certain force called atomic, and which is attractive like the gravitational or smaller scale. The number of atoms is directly proportional to the intensity of force, just like the greater mass of the body is great to the gravitation, and two beings containing similar numbers of frequencies and complement each other grow up to follow the laws of attraction and follow them. Thus consider to the natural ages, wind, water, fire, life form, your butterflies, and even elephants, and maybe the soulmate, yourself, and the threads of love are always contagious. All they never meet themselves, but separate, whether they exist in the universe, always have and will, and beyond subjective vision, they always have learned. Love by definition to one ways of a journey. There is always love, and there is always one to be loved. Roles to be flip-flop from the time that puts us in case of requisition of a rebellious implication, being composed to choose to play the same role, time for the again forever. And this is the linear dynamic river. This is the more very essence of the condition of selfless love, which are the times you could be guarded, passing, facing in life, shackled by the grips of time. It is the myriad manifestation like age, gender, and whatnot. Your soul, it's time for the sex of independence, and you can be, but you can be since eternity, but both you already contain the parts of you since birth and due death. Beyond attitudes of falling in deeply in love with someone for a certain period of time, followed by the separation due to the certain avoidable circumstances, but we make difference in the soul. Mate, you can be irrespective, and you can be physically present to him. Time, the limits in which you were 5 seconds, 5 minutes, and 5 years till death. And remember the fact that we can sometimes more than one. There was more. It's equal number the distribution of atoms. Sometimes we're able to love with the one person with equal intensity, the same pour for the different period amounts of time, realizing that the soul man actually may is. Frequency to sometimes become worse. Perils of the life, loves, and temptation, crossing beyond various lives. To your road to heaven, the river to the paradise, and with filled the stones of the battle of your flesh. But your ass and your soul, leave it on the reader, so find you. You can listen to me, you can be understanding that I'm a psychological seer. What's what happened?
One of those classes of tarot that keep the guru, keep blasting me with a full, not able ability to find the proper time for the decent reading, is either I found out you could be the secret of mystery of I'm thinking I can be uncovering soon, and it would somehow be embedded into the subconscious. The discovery wouldn't have to wait too long. I was aware that such a part of me existed, and to the light personal purposes took this as one founding pillar for the building the same. Ignorance would soon taste love, sweet wine, and I was enthusiastic for the first time. What was coming? The regular criticism somehow seemed to lose its mask of fear, and I picked up 3 cards. Found out I had 3 soulmates. This would have been tagged in the extreme form of the mental impeccability by me, but I've not read, which happens to be the most influential book in my life, but stated this whole souls leaves the body, decides to come back for the stride for the universe, for the physical. I mean to take a physical form and divides into the divide. Quite agree with being a man of science, and although metaphysics is my first love, but I pondered a love over this later, after going through a lot of analysis, come to the point which is somewhat significantly or scientifically relevant, and human's eyes can see the sight and light in a particular range of a wavelength, 400 between 700 nanometers, and when we look at the rainbow, we see even 7 colors merging into each other. But Newton, you can discover that white light when it passes through the prism and split into 7 the famous times, then accuse yourself of destroying the beauty of the rainbow by introducing mathematics and physics. Never realize you would enlighten the scientific search for the soul, the concepts of love. These are the 7 colors of the range of 4 to 700. Human eyes are limited to see the light only in that range, and there's certain beings like that butterfly that can ultraviolet rays, and others like see infrared coming to the humans. And if we can our form, or perceptive, or where words and actions never needed to exist, in what we continuum and wandering molecules into dissolving into space and time for perception and meant to see, touch, feeling, and the taste, and thinking anytime, anywhere, not limited by the body and senses. What if we were not trapped inside the gubernaculums and the flesh and the body and blood and the seat and the light and rays at the range of 0 with infinity and wavelength? We would never see shapes or forms, but only light, just like an aura, a quantum vibration of atoms and molecules composing the core at the lowest level of formation. And humans in all forms of light, biotic and abiotic and substance, are all the same, atoms and molecules. When a person dies, he's either buried or burned, Whatever part of the physical form decays and the decaying matter of a plant grows is washed away by a river that lies, bearing the bacteria infested with the nitrogen and products and form due to the decaying, and anything can happen in the burned up smoke for the disperse into the air and get dissolved into ether. Even the words in them, it goes back, gets manifested to the universe in another form. This is the form of conserving energy of the universe. Energy is system, remains constant as a direction, and proportional to mass and made by popular. You can find yourself in Einstein, the energy of the universe that has to remain constant as energy can never be created or be destroyed. It can only manifest itself to various places and forms.
One of those classes of tarot that keep the guru, keep blasting me with
One of those classes of tarot that keep the guru, keep blasting me with a full, not with the able ability to find the proper time for the decent reading is either I found out. You could be the secret of mystery if I'm thinking I can be uncovering soon, and it would somehow be embedded into the subconscious. The discovery wouldn't have to wait too long. I was aware that such a part of me existed, and to the light personal purposes took this as one founding pillar for the building the same. Ignorance would soon taste love, sweet wine, and I was enthusiastic for the first time. What was coming? The regular criticism somehow seemed to lose its mask of fear, and I picked up 3 cards. Found out I had 3 soulmates. This would have been tagged in the extreme form in the mental impeccability by me, but I've not read, which happens to be the most influential book in my life, but stated this whole souls leave the body, decides to come back for this rider, for the universe, for the physical. I mean to take a physical form and desire, divides into the divide. Quite agree with being a man of science, and although metaphysics is my first love, but I pondered a love over this later, after going through a lot of analysis, come to the point which is somewhat significantly or scientifically relevant, and humans' eyes can see the sight and light in a particular range of a wavelength, 400 between 700 nanometers, and when we look at the rainbow, we see even 7 colors merging into each other. But Newton, you could discover that white light when it passes through the prism and split into 7, the famous times that accuse yourself of destroying the beauty of the rainbow by introducing mathematics and physics. Never realized it would enlighten the scientific search for the soul, the concepts of love. These are the 7 colors in the range of 4 to 700. Human eyes are limited to see the light only in that range, and there's certain beings like that butterfly that can ultraviolet rays, and others like see infrared coming to the humans. And if we can our form or perceptive, or where words and actions never needed to exist in what we continuum and wandering molecules in dissolving into space and time for perception and meant to see, touch, feeling, and the taste and thinking anytime, anywhere, not limited by the body and senses. What if we were not trapped inside the gubernaculums and the flesh and the body and blood and the seat and the light and rays in the range of 0 with infinity and wavelength? We would never see shapes or forms, but only light, just like an aura, a quantum vibration of atoms and molecules composing the core at the lowest level of formation. And humans in all forms of light, biotic and abiotic and substance are all the same, atoms and molecules. When a person dies, he's either buried or burned. Whatever part of the physical form decays or the decaying matter of a plant grows is washed away by a river that lies, bearing the bacteria infested with the nitrogen and products and form due to the decaying, and anything can happen in the burned up smoke for the disperse into the air and get dissolved into ether. Even the words in them, it goes back, gets manifested to the universe in another form. This is the form of conserving energy of the universe. Energy is system, remains constant as a direction, and proportional to mass and made by popular. Find yourself in Einstein, the energy of the universe that has to remain constant as energy can never be created or be destroyed. It can only manifest itself to various places and forms.